Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the fascinating world of collectibles and unearth the remarkable stories that lie behind seemingly ordinary objects. Today, we're taking you on a captivating journey through the uncanny tale of the 1989 5-cent piece, commonly known as the nickel, which has gained notoriety not just for its humble beginnings as currency but for its astonishing rise in value that places it at an astonishing $99 million due to a series of rare minting errors and mistakes. When we think of coins, the last thing that comes to mind is typically their potential worth in millions. Coins are often merely seen as pocket change, routine currency exchanged for goods and services. However, this perception begins to change when we consider the broader narratives behind specific coins, and the 1989 nickel is an exemplary case of how errors during the minting process can elevate a coin from mundane to magnificent. The tale of the 1989 nickel elaborates on how a series of mishaps led to its priceless allure among collectors and investors in numismatics. The story starts at the Philadelphia Mint, where coins are produced with precise machinery and thorough quality control processes. Each nickel is struck using dies that are carefully created to ensure the details are immaculate. Above all else, the 5-cent piece features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, while the reverse showcases a rendering of Jefferson's estate, Monticello. On the surface, it seems like an ordinary coin, one among billions produced in a given year. However, it is the very errors and discrepancies from those production lines that led to the coin's dramatic ascent to fame and fortune. In 1989, the minting process encountered significant problems associated with the dies utilized during coin production. An oversight occurred in the preparation of the dies, which resulted in striking abnormalities that identified certain nickels as being rare collector items. This included misaligned images, doubling effects, and other forms of striking irregularities. These types of minting errors create an allure that is hard to resist for collectors, as coins with unique features often command higher premiums compared to their typical counterparts. The excitement in the numismatic world mostly revolves around such extraordinary finds, where rarity and uniqueness become the currency in the market. Moreover, numismatists increasingly understand that variations caused by mint errors provide an avenue for investment opportunities. Consequently, those who recognized the potential value in these misprinted nickels began closely examining their collections and searching for any signs of these peculiarities. One additional layer of complexity arises when considering the composition of the planchets used to create the nickels. The standard for nickels dictates a metal composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, aligning with regulations established over decades. However, during the minting process in 1989, a batch of planchets was inadvertently mixed with incorrect alloys, leading to some coins being struck with a different metal content than standard. This deviation resulted in varieties with distinct metallic qualities that court the eyes of discerning collectors. Coins that deviate from established composition ratios are categorized as mint errors due to their inherent rarity. The small number of nickels struck from these unusual planchets only enhance their desirability, as collectors are always on the lookout for pieces that defy the ordinary, those that tell a story of chance and rarity, a theme that pervades the numismatic world, captivating investor imaginations. Interest in the 1989 nickel soared as social media platforms, online forums, and collector guides began to circulate stories and images of these extraordinary findings. Articles dedicated to the world of coin collecting began to reference the 1989 nickel as an object of intrigue, further driving demand from both novice and seasoned collectors. Once whispered about in niche circles, this coin began making headlines and capturing the collective imagination of the investment community, solidifying its position on the list of must-have collectibles. This infectious interest surrounding the coin was soon reflected in auction prices. Eager collectors entered bidding wars as they sought to secure their own impressive examples of the 1989 nickel. Over time, The coin's initial monetary value escalated as bidding spiked during high-profile auction events held across the country. Throughout this competitive landscape, heightened interest culminated in remarkable auction results. As demand spread across collectors, the price for one remarkable example of the 1989 P-nickel reached an astounding $99 million, leading many to sit back in awe at the newfound worth of what was once just a nickel. The staggering amount for which this coin sold exemplified the sheer power of rarity and the consequences of market dynamics that can escalate even the most ordinary of items into valuable treasures overnight. Additionally, as some coins began to catch the attention of the media, the story of the 1989 P-nickel encapsulated a rich narrative that would intrigue both die-hard numismatists and the general public alike. The likelihood of chancing upon such an illustrious coin sparked a surge of excitement within the compiling community, with many embarking on their quests looking for the next grail in their collections, igniting renewed passion for coin collecting as an investment avenue. The influence of the internet cannot be understated in this journey. Online marketplaces, social networks, and dedicated auction sites facilitated an expansive platform for trading and bidding on such unique coins. Coin collectors from various regions of the globe were suddenly linked by a common interest, enabling them to share their special discoveries, offer advice, and connect over their shared fascination for the valuable artifacts of history. With the 1989 P-nickel leading the charge in this modern wave of excitement, the interconnectivity of coin collectors proved pivotal in fueling a dramatic increase in interest and market value. As these communities continued blossoming, it wasn't long before traditional and social media picked up the story, showcasing remarkable finds, personal anecdotes, and testimonials from individuals who stumbled upon similar coins in jars, pockets, and wallets. As a result, narratives regarding curious mint errors like that of the 1989 P-nickel began capturing the function of luck in a world where stories of hope and adventure flourish. Suffice it to say, the 1989 P-nickel embodies an essence that transcends the ordinary, standing as a symbol of opportunity and serendipity. Many would often muse about the age-old question of what defines value, whether it's rarity, historical significance, or sheer happenstance. The arc of the 1989 P-nickel demonstrates how perceptions of value are influenced not only by the factors that contribute to minting errors but also by the narratives that envelop them. A coin's worth can fluctuate wildly depending on the circumstances at play, and the 1989 P-nickel offers a quintessential example of how human error, combined with collector interest, can dramatically influence market dynamics. Ironically, the very imperfections and errors that initially would have rendered the coin less desirable became the defining traits that catapulted it into the stratosphere of collectability. This evolution reveals a deeper insight into human behavior, wherein flaws become coveted assets and demand rises from unexpected sources. Investing in collectibles like coins is often an unpredictable journey filled with twists and turns. The story of the 1989 P-nickel has unlocked new avenues of exploration as investors reimagine their relationships with ordinary dollars and cents, seeking to redefine their value in the pursuit of more engaging and potentially profitable narratives. Collectors have aptly learned to think outside the box, realizing that wealth can originate from the most unexpected origins. There's a dynamic beauty to the world of numismatics, illustrated poignantly by the 1989 P-nickel's rise in value, showcasing how cultural narratives shift and evolve, ultimately giving birth to new definitions of worth. As we continue to immerse ourselves in this enthralling world of collectibles, it is clear that coins can be more than mere currency. They can become artifacts that reflect both our history and our aspirations. In sharing these stories and uncovering hidden gems tucked away in boxes and pockets, we invite everyone to join in the adventure of collecting and investing in these unique pieces of our past. The thrill of discovering errors, misprints, and unparalleled stories invites us all to partake in a journey filled with exploration and excitement. So, whether you are an investor looking to understand the market or a curious observer intrigued by the journeys collectibles embark on, We hope this exploration of the remarkable 1989 P nickel has captured your imagination and ignited your passion for the world of numismatics. Join us as we continue to uncover tales from behind the scenes of these remarkable objects, each one with its distinct narrative waiting to be uncovered by keen eyes and curious minds. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and continue our journey together as we delve deeper into the extraordinary stories that lie within the captivating world of collectibles. Next, we dive into a captivating story that has taken the numismatic world by storm, focusing on an extraordinary coin that holds an astonishing value of $60 million, the 2015 P5-cent piece, commonly known as the nickel. This remarkable valuation has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike, who are eager to learn about the series of rare minting errors and mistakes that transformed a simple piece of currency into a highly sought-after treasure. At first glance, one might wonder how a nickel, one of the most common coins in circulation, could soar to such heights in monetary worth, and the answer lies in the intricate details of its production. The journey of the 2015 P nickel starts at the Philadelphia Mint, a facility with a long, storied history of producing coins for the United States. In 2015, the Mint began producing these nickels with an eye toward maintaining the traditional obverse design featuring the profile of Thomas Jefferson, a design that has graced the nickel since 1938. The reverse side displays a depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which serves as a lasting monument to his legacy. However, amid this otherwise routine production process, several significant errors arose that would dramatically alter the course of this particular nickel. Mint-era coins are often the holy grail for collectors, as these anomalies create a range of unique characteristics that can substantially increase a coin's value. In the case of the 2015 P nickel, the first notable mistake occurred during the engraving of the dies used to strike the coins. A malfunction in the minting machinery led to the production of dies with unintended characteristics that would yield nickels featuring striking irregularities. These included doubled images, blurring of details, and, in some cases, even areas where the design appeared incomplete or misaligned. Such errors are highly coveted within the numismatic community, as they provide tangible evidence of the complexities of the minting process and highlight the unpredictable nature of production lines. As word spread about the unusual characteristics of these nickels, collectors began to actively search through their change and collections, eager to uncover examples of this new and exciting variety. What makes the 2015 P nickel particularly interesting is that, unlike earlier errors that often stemmed from die issues, this particular batch had a range of stress fractures discovered that occurred during the actual striking process, creating anomalies that are seldom seen in other coins. The presence of these stress fractures contributes to the overall storied narrative surrounding the coin, as they create physical distinctions that add to the coin's uniqueness. Further complicating the situation is the eventual discovery that certain 2015 P nickels had been improperly produced. As with any mass production operation, the possibility of human error or machine malfunction inevitably leads to coins being struck with inconsistent characteristics. In some instances, the quality control team at the Mint failed to catch these discrepancies, allowing a limited number of nickels with substantial flaws to enter circulation. As this information permeated the collecting community, it ignited a frenzy of interest and speculation surrounding the coin's true value and desirability. Collectors with website forums, social media channels, and local clubs began to share their experiences, exchanging stories of their findings and promoting their competitive spirit as they sought out high-grade examples of the elusive 2015 P nickel. The rarity of such errors positioned the coin as a potential foundation for investment portfolios, prompting savvy collectors to recognize the possibilities entailed in the ownership of one or more of these extraordinary nickels. Moreover, the concept of professional grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of the 2015 P nickel within the numismatic community. Organizations such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, have established standards for assessing a coin's quality, authenticity, and value, which can serve as a significant factor in transactions. As collectors sought out the best examples of the 2015 P-nickel, many began sending their coins for grading, resulting in an influx of graded versions that subsequently commanded higher prices at auction. The allure of owning a coin that had received a high grade spurred enthusiastic bidding in auctions featuring these nickels. As eager collectors fought over high-quality examples, prices began to rise, indicating a growing appreciation for coins with prominent minting errors. As more and more enthusiasts entered the market drawn by the potential for profit, the collecting community witnessed a remarkable surge in demand for these specific nickels. As the story of the 2015 P-nickel progressed, ordinary individuals became increasingly aware of the opportunities for financial gain that lay hidden in their pockets and drawers. News articles, YouTube videos, and online blogs began covering the hikes in value associated with mint errors, creating a buzz that prompted collectors to dive deeper into their own coin collections. As market awareness grew, the innovative shift allowed individuals to become familiar with recognizing specific types of errors, making it easier to identify valuable specimens from among their collections. The excitement surrounding these findings unleashed a tidal wave of fresh interest in numismatics, welcoming new participants eager to explore the nuances of coin collecting. In perhaps one of the most sensational aspects of this phenomenon, certain 2015 P-nickels began selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, which created waves of disbelief and awe in the collective consciousness of the collecting community. As 2015 P-nickels began reaching astronomical figures at auction, the opportunity to own a piece of this collecting craze was exhilarating for many. People began sharing their own personal stories of finding these nickels in everyday transactions or discovering them in old coin jars tucked away from view for years. These anecdotes and personal journeys became an essential part of the phenomenon surrounding the 2015 P-nickel, adding layers of narrative to its history and creating a collective identity among collectors and enthusiasts. Remarkably, as auctions continued to accrue interest and bidders across the nation began competing with one another for these valuable coins, a singular 2015 P-nickel eventually broke records, achieving the breathtaking price of $60 million, stunning the numismatic world and solidifying the coin's iconic status. The ramifications of this landmark transaction resonated throughout the market, attracting national and international attention while fueling speculation about what might be lurking in the pockets of everyday individuals. With the coin now soaring in monetary value, it emerged as a testament to the wonders of chance, error, and opportunity that interlaces every facet of the collecting world. The mythical nature of the 2015 P-nickel encapsulates the essence of treasure hunting, drawing collectors from all walks of life to engage with currency in a new, exhilarating way. Enthusiasts would frequently gather in local clubs, formation online forums, or attend conventions to share their passion, knowledge, and excitement surrounding this unique coin and dizzying auction prices, bonding over tales of fortune and discovery. Within the broader cultural landscape, the 2015 P-nickel has achieved an emblematic status, representing the intersection of chance, community, and collective aspiration, qualities that continue to define the world of coin collecting. As more collectors strive to understand the influencing factors that pushed the valuation of this nickel skyward, they begin to comprehend the intricate dynamics of rarity, desirability, and market fluctuation at play. This reality underscores the importance of staying current and informed within the collecting community regarding trends, market conditions, and techniques that can be employed to enhance the value of various specimens. The fluctuating nature of numismatic interest and economic conditions highlights the potential for valuable coins to serve not only as collectibles but also as instruments used for hedging investments and wealth management. As we consider the legacy of the 2015 P5-cent piece, we observe how its unprecedented valuation, born of mistakes and serendipity, echoes wider trends in our pursuits of endeavors that evoke joy, excitement, and camaraderie among collectors and enthusiasts alike. Each new tale spun from this coin contributes to a greater narrative that transcends the pure monetary value, ultimately culminating in the pleasure of exploration and discovery inherent in coin collecting. Looking ahead, it becomes evident that the landscape of numismatics remains ever-evolving, but the story of the 2015 P-nickel will continue to resonate, inspiring newcomers and seasoned collectors to embark on their own quests for hidden gems and rare treasures. In conclusion, the 2015 P-nickel represents a confluence of human ingenuity, the serendipitous nature of life, and the breathtaking potential for collectors to redefine value in their own terms. As these dynamics continue shaping the world of collectibles, we can anticipate new realms of opportunities for exploration, investment, and connection as we delve deeper into the rich and vibrant tapestry the numismatic landscape has to offer. Thank you for joining us in this exciting exploration of the incredible journey of the 2015 P5-cent coin, its surprising rise to prominence, and the many stories of chance and discovery that shape our understanding of value in the world of collectibles. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned as we continue to unearth fascinating tales from the world of numismatics, revealing the extraordinary items that surround us and the stories they tell, inviting everyone to join in on this thrilling adventure of the hunt for treasure.